Okay, what up, y'all? It's NoChainzz, and I am back with another commentary, and this is the 40-minute video I was telling you guys about. This is not strictly mid-season report. It's also me just reflecting on last season a little bit, talking about last offseason and me, what I'm looking forward to doing in this offseason, and my techniques about what I do in the offseason and why this team is successful, in my opinion. You guys may think otherwise, but I think this team is successful, and I think it would be even if I wasn't controlling it. But I'm going to talk about all that in this commentary, so I hope you guys stay tuned. I hope all you guys make it to the 40-minute mark. I may not come out with another video for about a week, maybe, just to give you guys all time to watch this, because I'm pretty sure not all of you will watch it all at one time. But if you guys want me to come out with a video sooner, just let me know. If you guys are going to watch it all in one time, just let me know, and I'll try to come out with a video a little bit sooner. But I hope you guys will enjoy this, and I'll see you guys in the next one later. What up, YouTube? It's NoChainzz, and I am back for another commentary, and this is another episode of my Cincinnati Bengals owner mode here in Madden 25 for the PS3. And last episode, you guys saw that I defeated the Baltimore Ravens, and that was a very convincing win, considering that when we played in Baltimore, we got pretty much destroyed. The game was not shown to you guys because the footage, along with the Steelers game, it's just crazy that it chose two divisional matchups to mess up like that, and I have no control over that. I go back and I look at the footage, and I'm like, where's the footage in my folder? I'm sorry. And I look at the folder, I'm like, where's the footage? And that is very frustrating because I played the game for like an hour and I don't even get to show it to you guys, so that's pretty frustrating. And so this episode, I'm just going to be showing you guys some of the things around the league. I'm a little bit late with this. I'm a few weeks late. We're a little bit past the midway season, and I'm really trying to get through this season so I can get to the off season and the playoffs. And you guys know I love doing the off season. I get mixed reviews about the off season, about the moves I make. Some people don't understand them, some people do. But what I want to do is bring in this. I'm just gonna use the beginning of this video just to tell you guys my philosophy for the off season is improve through the draft and pick up a few free agents that could, you know, contribute on the defensive and offensive side of the ball. Because I think, for example, last year we picked up Bolden to be that veteran, tough type of like motivator for our offense. I mean, he's played very, very well versus his old team, the Ravens. He got 2 touchdowns. And I mean, I like the toughness that he brings to the team, you know, paying off very well. And I found out that the first season he had 1,300 yards for the 49ers, so that was a very good pickup. And some people didn't like that, and I don't know. But let's get back to what I was coming here to do. That was just me telling you guys what I was trying to do for the offseason, what I was doing last offseason. And like I said, some people liked what I did in the offseason, some people didn't, you know. But as far as the draft, like I said, I like improving through the draft rather than the free agency. A lot of people see, oh, a lot of good free agents, and then they like to go out and just pick up all the best free agents. I've never been that type. And the reason why I think I had a successful offseason is because look at where we're at now. We're playing better on the offensive side of the ball, especially with Bernard starting, and Andy Dalton actually probably going to be a Pro Bowler this year, even though he's playing terrible, probably won't be our quarterback next year. And I'm going to get to that later in the video. But also the fact that I have cap room. I mean, that's one of the big things for me right now. I improved my team through the draft. That way I don't have to pay a lot of these free agents. And I had a successful offseason as well because I was able to bring back a lot of the players who had expiring contracts. I'm going to have to do that again this year. But anyway, that's enough about that. The offseason is pretty far away, so we're just going to take a look at these Pro Bowlers. Andy Dalton and Joe Flacco, 2 AFC North quarterbacks. Tom Brady, of course, there. Peyton Manning no longer playing, if you guys were wondering. Ray Rice, 2 AFC North running backs, along with Giovanni Bernard, David Sims, David Johnson. So 2 Davids. That's sort of weird. I don't even know why I pointed that out. But for the receivers, we have no receivers. But I'm pretty sure that's because we spread the wealth throughout all these receivers. And Wes Welker, this guy played great last year, had 150 receptions from Peyton Manning. And this time he's hooking up with Brock Osweiler this season, is playing well, and is a potential Pro Bowler right now. So Braylon Edwards made a comeback with the Patriots and is doing well. possible Pro Bowler right now. Tyler Eifert, who has been hurt the last couple weeks, who I am really anxious for to come back, is a Pro Bowler as of right now. We have Travell Wharton. Don't even pay attention to the offensive line because Madden, it just allows like all your offensive line to go. So I don't know about that. For us, we have Michael Johnson, who's been playing out of his mind for the last 2 years. Been playing great. No D tackles. Geno Atkins, I'm going to get to him in a second. We have no linebackers. Of course, we have EJ Gaines. Of course, the rookie leading the league in interceptions. Aqib Talib is up there for the Jags. Weddle, Gibson, Tavon Branch. And we don't have our kicker up there, Zach Hawker, who I've actually been proud of. But I'm going to quickly go through the NFC. So let me go ahead and do that really fast. Drew Brees, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Adrian Peterson, Marshawn Lynch, Steven Jackson, Mike Tolbert, Greg Jones, Lance Moore, Fitzgerald, Andre Roberts is up there for the Pro Bowl. That's sort of odd. And Randall Cobb. Hold on, wait. Oh, I thought I saw another Packers receiver. Julio. I'm not going to name all these guys. Devin Hester, reviving his career with the Panthers, is a possible Pro Bowler right now. Mike Thomas, I wouldn't expect him to be up there, but he has the least amount of votes amongst wide receivers. Jermichael Finley, Vernon Davis, Zach Miller. I'm going to go ahead through the offensive line. No disrespect to the offensive line. I know they get down there and do the dirty work, but I'm not going to name each and every one of those guys. I'm just going to go through these guys. I'm a really big fan of Jason Pierre-Paul, by the way. Henry Melton, Jonathan Babineau, Jordan Hill. I probably will have timestamps in the description to show you guys where you can click to. Colvin is a Pro Bowler. You guys know I was going to pick him up instead of EJ Gaines, but I think I made the right decision, even though Aaron Colvin is a Pro Bowler. You guys know, if you've been following this series, I considered drafting him or EJ Gaines, both of them, but like I said, as you guys know, I went with EJ Gaines. So let's now look at the yearly awards. So this is where things should get interesting. Of course, they don't have the authentic awards. They have their own ones, but Andy Dalton. Hold on, wait. I know you see Giovanni Bernard. We're going to get to him in a second, but Andy Dalton is number 3 for the league MVP. I don't understand Madden logic. You know, he's thrown so many interceptions, had so many fumbles, low completion percentage, if you ask me. I don't understand how he's number 3. But anyway, Giovanni Bernard, he is the number 1 guy for the MVP, and that is just excellent. You know, he's a 90 overall now. He's progressed so much. He's our workhorse back. Even though he doesn't have the body of a workhorse back, he definitely can be that guy for us. Let's look at the Coach of the Year, Marvin Lewis at 8-3. I'm not sure why that is, but by the way, I don't know if you guys remember Harbaugh. He's not even up here right now. So the 49ers, I got to look at the standings. But last year they went 16-0. 16-0, guys. They went 16-0. That's pretty crazy. I say that like 3 times in a row, but they went 16-0. And that rhymed too. Wow. Anyway, so let's look at the Offensive Player of the Year, Giovanni Bernard. We're only going to look at the top 8 for all of these. Ray Rice is right there. Brock Osweiler filling in for a retired Peyton Manning is doing well. Let's look at the Defensive Player of the Year for the AFC. Derek Johnson, still doing well. I mean, I'm a big fan of this guy. He's been playing well for so long. Doesn't get that much recognition, you know, but Donald Butler up there, Joe Mays, Paul Posluszny. EJ Gaines, of course, is number 1. I mean, it's no question. I think last week he was number 2 behind Spencer Shuey, but there's no way that should be possible. Carlos Williams, Terrence Brooks, I don't know how to say his name, Isaiah Lewis, Stephon Anthony, Gabe Lynn, Layman Barrow, I don't know how to say his name either, so I'm sure I'm going to get a comment. And Christian Jones, who has quietly been a very good player for us out of FSU. Best QB, Tom Brady, and Andy Dalton's there. I don't understand. He won that award last year. But let's move through this a little bit faster. Best running back, of course, has to be Giovanni Bernard. Best wide receiver, Wes Welker. Looks like he's going to get that for the second year straight. AJ Green's up there. Best offensive lineman, Joe Thomas. Sorry if I'm going a little bit fast. I just want to get through this really fast. I'm going to go through the NFC even faster. So we have 2 DBs in the top 3. Leon Hall, Sam Shields in his new home in the Raiders. In Oakland, I'm sorry, with the Raiders. And then we have our guy EJ Gaines. Like I said, 2 defensive back in the top 3 running for the best DB, Leon Hall and EJ Gaines. The best cornerback tandem in the league right now. Best kicker, I'm sure Zach Hawker won't be up there. Phil Dawson. So let's go to the NFC now. I'm going to go through this really fast. So offensive player for the NFC, number 1 right now is Adrian Peterson. And defensive player of the year, Luke Kuechly. Rookie, Taylor Martinez. Well, I'm going to look at these guys because they're rookies, and I'm sure you guys want to know. Josh Huff, Marquise Lee. I really want to see how these guys are doing individually. Sammy Watkins. I want to see how, he went to the not the 49ers, the Seahawks. Taj Boyd is up there. 86 overall for Taj Boyd. Wow. Derek Carr, Teddy Bridgewater went to the Vikings. That's interesting. Maybe realistic. And Stephen Morris is up there for offensive rookie, but Aaron Rodgers, wow, is a Pro Bowler. So I'm guessing they use him in select packages. Let's look at the defensive rookie of the year. Thomas Gordon, Aaron Colvin, Deontay Evans. I wanted to pick him up too. Eric Bennett, Jonathan Brown, Andrew Wilson, Eddie Lackey, Hashawn Clinton Dix, Bradley Roby, and Ryan Shazier. I wanted to pick him up too. But let's look at the best QB. Aaron Rodgers is up there. Like I said, he's playing well, but Stephen Morris from Miami, he is up there for Rookie of the Year. That's sort of weird. Robert Griffin III actually got his career back on track following his bad second year last year. Let's go through best running back. Hold on, I went through that really fast. Hold on, let me give you guys a second. Turbin and Marshawn Lynch are both up here, so that's really good for the Seahawks. Lance Moore, best wide receiver in the NFC. That's sort of crazy. No Megatron. No Megatron. I'm assuming he's hurt. Anthony Spencer up here for best defensive line. William Moore is number 1 for the defensive back in the NFC. Janoris Jenkins, I'm a big fan of him too. Deshaun Goldson, Thomas Deku, I like him. Josh Wilson, not a fan of him. Morgan Burnett, Terrell Brown, Jabari Greer, Darrell Revis. Actually, it seems like he's on a decline here in the late parts of his career. Let's look at the standings. Let's look at who is doing well in this season. Then we're gonna take a look at more home keeping type things, like the contracts and everything for us. Oh no, I could have looked at the standings from up there. That's so weird how they do it though. They got the standings all the way up here, but everything else league wise is back there, so that's sort of weird. Okay, so the best team in the NFL right now would be the Patriots at 8-1-1. We're gonna see who they tie with soon. Packers at number 2. Saints number 3. I'm gonna let you guys read this. I'm not gonna say it all out loud, but the Bengals are at number 6 right now at 8-3, and we fell 2 of our last 3, I believe, were losses. So we really have to get out of this slump that we're in right now, because we started the season 5-0. You know, so we really have to get this thing back on track if we don't want it to get out of hand and then just have our problems snowball and then we end up missing the playoffs or barely making it. That would just be horrific. Seahawks at 7-3. Texans, we defeated them by 3 points. I know you guys remember that game. DeAnthony Thomas and Geno Smith, I'm sorry. I'm making a lot of mistakes this commentary, but I suck with live comms, just so you guys know. They're playing well in the AFC. The Bills, I want to know who they have. Redskins 6-4. Hold on, their city is Landover. I doubt they moved, but oh, that's just where the stadium is. I was gonna say that's sort of crazy. So we have a few teams that could turn their season around. We're gonna look at the okay. This is so crazy how they went 16-0 last year and now they're 4-6. They must have lost everybody or had some really bad injuries this year. Johnny Manziel has his Raiders at 4-6. It's pretty much over for the Rams, Dolphins, Cardinals, Cowboys, and Chargers. So that's just an idea of who's doing well so far this season and who we may be seeing in the playoffs. We're probably going to see a divisional opponent in the playoffs. I think there's no doubt about that. I think we're going to see the Ravens and the Steelers may be able to sneak in. And they always seem like they almost get into the playoffs, but they just missed it like they did this year in real life. Media statements, do I have any? I don't think I've had a media statement. Oh, I had one. And that was about re-signing AJ Green, who we have for the next 6.5 years now. So that's very good. So let's just take a look at who we have immediately in our actions right now, who we have to re-sign. Geno Atkins. I'm going to do some research on him. I'm going to show you guys that. And then we're going to work on re-signing him. Andy Dalton, I lowballed him a lot. I mean, I don't know, man. I just want to sign him to a 1-year contract so he could play along with Blake Bortles when I draft him, because I am drafting him. There's no question about that. But he wants a 4-year deal worth $47 million. And to me, Andy Dalton, I don't know if you're worth that, but I may do it so that I can trade you or franchise tag you, then trade you next season, because you're a good overall player. You know, I believe another team could use you, but it would just be nonsense to let you walk. So I think I just give him the money he wants here. I'm just going to give him 1-year deal, $9 million. I mean, I don't want to give him too much money. I mean, because he's not going to be my QB. The only gripes I have with him walking is the fact that I didn't get anything for him. So we're going to see what he decides to do. I mean, he's not playing terrible this year. I mean, he's had some very bad games, but overall he's playing decent. But Geno Atkins, we're going to come back to him while we look at the stats for a second. We're going to take a look at the stats. We're going to look at our stats, and we're going to look at Geno's stats, and we're going to compare him to Dominic Easley out of Florida, who we drafted, and we're going to see who's playing better. If Dominic Easley is playing better than Geno, I don't think I want to give him that extension, because he's playing not that well. He's playing subpar, and the reason why we would give him all that money is just because of his overall, you know, and that he's a good potential player. Like, he plays well, you know, or I'm sorry, he should play well because he has a 97 or 99 overall, but he doesn't really translate that on the field. So we're going to take a look at that soon. 20 touchdowns, 15 interceptions already for Dalton. 87 passer rating, not that good to me. I mean, playing with the guy, not very good. Now look at this guy. He's the star right now. 1,400 yards already. Very well could break 2K. So we're going to try to get him that. 13 touchdowns for him too. Let's look at the receiving numbers. We have some really good receivers. Let's just sort it by the yards right now. So we have 2 receivers over 600 already. We have Anquan Bolden and AJ Green. Eifert should be there soon, and Eric Decker should be there soon. So we're going to try to get 4 receivers over 600 yards, and I think we could do it. And then we have Giovanni Bernard with 275 receiving yards. Orson Charles, who's been filling in for the injured Eifert, has played well. So I think Eifert would have that total if he had been playing. So I like how we're spreading the ball around, and we have a lot of weapons. And I think a better QB would just have us at somewhere around like 11-0 at this point. I mean, I don't know, because the defense has been coming good to play every single week, you know, getting a lot of takeaways too, but also allowing a lot of points. So I don't know. Let's look at the defense though. Interceptions. This team catches a lot of interceptions. Unlike last year, we didn't catch a lot of interceptions at all. EJ Gaines with 11, Leon Hall with 5, Sean Williams, second-year player, with 3, Reggie Nelson with 2. So this team catches a lot of interceptions. Let's look at the tackles. I know Ray Maluga's leading us, and he's played very, very well since we brought in somebody else to take his place, and that was CJ Mosley, and he's been playing well ever since the preseason, so we kept him in his spot. Oh, I forgot to sort by sacks. Let's look at who leads us in sacks. I'm pretty sure it's Michael Johnson, but we sacked the QB a lot too. This defense is amazing. 10 sacks for Carlos Dunlap, 8 for Michael Johnson. Christian Jones, our rookie out of Florida State, 3 sacks, 7 for loss, 25 tackles overall. I mean, pretty good year for a rookie if you ask me. And then we're going to look, oh, I forgot to look at the stats for Geno. I'm forgetting a lot of stuff, so let's sort by position and go to D tackle. Okay. Tackles, Geno Atkins gets more. I have to consider that Geno Atkins does get double teamed, and that he does require 2 blockers some of the time. And D tackles don't get a lot of sacks anyway, but let's just look at it. 1 sack for Dominic Easley, 2 for Geno, 5 tackles for loss, 4 for Easley, 17 for Easley, 25. I mean, so he's playing better. I just don't know if he's worth all that money. I mean, we couldn't come to good terms with him last year, so we were forced to use a franchise tag on him, and this year he's not doing that well. I could have traded him. I'm going to try to bring him back, but if he asks for a ridiculous amount, I'm just not going to bring him back. And I love this guy, you know, I love this dude, but I just don't know if I could give him that much money, man. I don't know. $6 million a year for Geno is a little bit of a spit in the face, or a little bit of a spit in the face, and that doesn't sound right. It doesn't, but it's disrespectful sort of just to give him $6 million. So let's just give him 6.7 with a 1.7 million bonus. I mean, I don't want to give this dude too much money because he's not playing that well. Let's just try it. Let's see what he says. I mean, so we should be hearing back from him and Andy Dalton next week. I'm gonna simulate and have you guys look at that too. I think I may be able to re-sign players as well, other players that aren't on the actions. Let's look at who else we have to re-sign. We have a lot of guys we got to re-sign. Geno, we're negotiating. Robinson, Trevor Robinson, we have to re-sign him. He's our starting center. Terrence Newman, he's old. I'm going to let him walk. Clint Boylan, I have to re-sign him. Pro Bowler Travell Warren, I'm going to re-sign him. Vontez Burfict, I'm sorry. Ray Maluga. I'm sorry, my watch is going off. That is terrible. I don't even know how to stop it. But yeah, so we have a lot of players that we have to re-sign, and it's gonna be a crazy year. So I'm gonna let Green Ellis walk. I'm gonna get a different backup running back. Pico, I'm not sure, or Pecco, I'm not sure I want to keep him. So I mean, we have about 4 or 5 players that I want to re-sign right now. And the player that I want to get done the most is this guy right here, Vontez Burfict. And he's been playing very well. Even though he's not the highest overall guy here, I mean, he's been playing the best outside of Ray Maluga. Ray Maluga is good, and he's been playing well, but I don't know if he'll keep that consistency. And we have a guy right behind him. So if I don't get Dalton to sign, I'm probably going to use my franchise tag on him, keep him around for another year, and trade him at the deadline next year. But then again, Travell Wharton, he's older though. So let's just sort by age, because I don't really want to keep these old guys on my team that much. So Trevor Robinson, our center, I may want to re-sign him immediately. Clint Boyling, I do want to get him signed too. I don't have enough cap to do all this. I have some good cap room, but I don't know, man. Dante Moach, I'm not sure I want to keep him. I like him in real life, but let's just go ahead and get Vontez. He's the youngest player on this list. Enter negotiations. I want to get this guy out of the way. He doesn't even want that much money. So 3 years. He wants more. I wouldn't even give him only that much for. Well, actually, I might, because I'm pretty frugal. And some people frown upon the way I run my team because I'm so frugal. But I mean, I want to save money. I mean, I don't care. I don't want to overpay somebody. So let's see what Vontez says next week, and we have to see what. Let's just try to get him in really fast. He wants a lot of money. He wants a lot of money. This guy really wants it. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I'm really frugal. I mean, I don't want to spend too much money. I'm gonna offer him that, see what he says. If not, walk. We'll draft somebody. I mean, offensive line doesn't mean that much in Madden anyway, especially with the way that I play my team. I like to pass a lot. I mean, and it seems like I get a good pocket, but I mean, who knows? I don't run up the middle anyway. He's a center. I don't run up the middle. I really rely on my guards, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. So before I end the episode, I just want to look at the league-wide stats, look at everybody's stats. Then I'm going to go ahead and simulate it and see what our players say, see if they want to come back for more or they accept our offer. Let's look at the league stats. Drew Brees, leading in passer rating. Not too far behind him is Andy Dalton, but you guys know I don't want Andy Dalton on my team anymore. He's not playing well, but Madden says he is. Roethlisberger not having a bad year so far, and Matt Ryan not having a bad year. I want to look at the rookies. So I know I want to look at the Raiders and the Vikings. I'm going to get back to this. I'm sorry. I just want to see how Bridgewater is doing. So, hold on, wait. Yards per game. Oh, 55 yards per game. So maybe they just don't ever pass it. I guess they just don't ever pass it. That's crazy. Oh, no. What am I doing? Let's look at the Raiders, and then let's see how Johnny Football is doing. 12 and 15. Not very good. I mean, very rookie-like, though. I mean, that seems pretty realistic for a guy like him. Let's look at the Cardinals. Let's look at Morris's numbers. Morris, I guess. I don't know how that works out. Let's look at his rushing yards. I don't understand how he's there for Rookie of the Year, even on the list. Who else had a new quarterback? The Jaguars, Casey Pahal. 9 and 4, 9 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Not that bad. Not that bad for him. I like that out of him. I also want to look at DeAnthony Thomas's number. Geno isn't playing that bad. Almost 1,000 yards for DeAnthony. Not bad at all. Who else had a new QB? What's going on with these guys? They have Rashard Mendenhall. Frank Gore must have been hurt. Let's look at Colin Kaepernick. 8 and 3, not that bad. Who's their receiving core? Crabtree's still there. They picked up Kenny Britt. I don't know what their problem is. Michael James still plays. I don't know what their problem is. Let's look at the... Who was it? I think the Cardinals got Taj Boyd. And they have Larry Fitzgerald up there for the Pro Bowl as well. So Taj Boyd and Derek Carr, they both play for them. And This is a little bit odd. I'm not sure how this works with Madden. I think that's it. The Browns. Oh yeah, AJ McCarron. He's playing well. Okay, 16 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. I can't remember how he did when we played against him. Of course, I started this way before the trades happened, so Trent Richardson still plays for him. Who's their receiving core? Josh Gordon still plays, and he's breaking out, seems like. So that's good for the Browns, bad for us. Let's see. Now let's go back to the league. I'm sorry, I just wanted to check on those rookies really fast, just see how everything was going with them. We looked at the passing stats. Let's look at the rushing stats. Who leads the league in rushing? Of course, by 300 yards almost, above Adrian Peterson, Giovanni Bernard. And I think that's because we're two-dimensional, whereas the Vikings are one-dimensional. You know, every game you're going to get a heavy dose of Adrian Peterson when you're playing the Vikings. But with the Bengals, you may get Anquan Bolden, Eric Decker, AJ Green, sometimes Sanu, who screwed us over in that conference championship game, I believe. You might get him. He's been playing well recently. So, and then finally you have Giovanni Bernard, and you have the read option threats with Pat White and even Andy Dalton running. So, I mean, you can't just focus on Giovanni Bernard because you'll get hurt very badly, just as bad anywhere else on defense when you're playing the Bengals. So, I think that might be the reason why. 13 touchdowns, 2 more touchdowns than Adrian. Jamal Charles is there, Marshawn Lynch, Ray Rice, Alfred Morris, Steven Jackson, DeMarco Murray, and DeAnthony Thomas, Lamar Miller. Okay, that's enough guys though. That's how the league is looking rushing wise. Receiving wise, let's see how this works. Lance Moore, number 1. Larry Fitzgerald, number 2. This is yards, by the way. Torrey Smith up there, Michael Crabtree. I'm really trying to figure out why they went 16-0 last year. They didn't win the Super Bowl, I don't think, but they went 16-0, and they are 4-6 now. That's just so crazy to me. Randall Cobb, Wes Welker, definitely not gonna have the year he had last year with Peyton Manning. 150 receptions. That's pretty crazy. Hard to follow that up. AJ Green is up there with 43 receptions and 816 yards. Let's look at the defense. Last thing I'm going to look at, and I'm just going to scan the menus just to make sure I didn't forget anything after this. So leading the league in tackles is Donald Butler. Wow, with 132 already. That's pretty crazy. Luke Kuechly right behind him. Paul Posluszny, Stephen Tulloch, Trent Cole, Levante David, Derek Johnson, and like I told you guys, I'm a very big fan of him. So let's look at the sacks now. Who's leading the league in sacks? Anthony Spencer, Clay Matthews, Jason Pierre-Paul, J.J. Watt, Mario Williams, Derek Johnson. Where are our Bengals? I know Michael Johnson has 10. That's sort of weird. Or Carlos Dunlap has 10. That's sort of weird. But let's just look. Interceptions. If EJ Gaines isn't at the top, okay. I thought they were excluding Bengals from these lists. EJ Green. I said EJ Green. I'm sorry. EJ Gaines. Like I told you guys, I suck with live comms. I'm just trying to bring you guys the information though. EJ Gaines is up there, of course, number 1 with 11. And I do not know what the record is. I should probably look it up before I do the next commentary to let you guys know. Some of you guys may know. Before a season, I don't know. He has to be closing in on it. And I have to say, if it's around 15 or something, he'll get it. He'll definitely get it because he catches an interception every single game. And it's like one thing that I noticed that was very interesting to me when I saw it, or when I thought about it, I'm sorry, none of them are users. Not a single one of these interceptions are users. Because I don't switch users. Even though with the new sliders, I don't have to stay on one user. I don't. I mean, I don't switch users. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I just don't. I'm so used to not doing it. And I feel like these sliders I have now are pretty balanced. Because I lose games and I win games. I blow teams out, I get blown out, and then I have to come back. I mean, these are some really good sliders to me. They may not be the most simulation sliders, but they're good sliders for me. They give me a really good challenge. I could have just looked at the record right then. Let me look at that real fast. Let me just do that real fast before I move on, because I think I looked at everything. I think this episode should be over soon. "14" by Dick Lane. So that being said, EJ Gaines should be on here somewhere. Oh nah, okay, it only goes down to 12. But he is one away from getting in the record books. So he only had to catch 4 more, I'm sorry, to break Dick Lane's record set in 1953. So that's really, really good. That's really good, especially for a rookie, guys. Like, and I think it's because these quarterbacks come in and they say he's a rookie, he can't cover, which he can't. It seems like he gets beat a lot, and because their receivers can beat him in coverage, it's like his recovery speed is just ridiculous. They think the receiver is open, which some of the time he may be, but he closes in on those passing lanes and picks them off. I mean, he has good hands too. So kudos to EJ Gaines. You're only a few interceptions away from breaking an all-time great interception record in the season. So, like I said, kudos to you. We looked at the standings. We looked at the stats. Maybe I should show you guys the owner stuff. I mean, I really don't care about the finances. I'm getting a new stadium next year. If you guys don't remember that, fan happiness. We have the most talented teams in the league. I know that, and there's no reason we shouldn't win the Super Bowl. We're one of the most successful teams in the most recent years, so I think we have 3 straight playoff appearances, so that's really good. About to be 4 now, so that's really good. Ever since Andy Dalton and AJ Green came, we've been making the playoffs, so I'm really happy about that. I think that's the last thing I need to do. Oh, scouting. Didn't do scouting. Let me look at some numbers for Blake Bortles. I mean, I'm really high on this guy right now. Let's look at my scouted guys. I'm not gonna go any further than that. Let's see what scheme he fits in. West Coast. I'll change this offense to accommodate for his skill set, because this guy, he's really, really good. That's what it's seeming like. I mean, if you look at his passing statistics or attributes, they're really good. So one thing somebody told me to do was scout a Q or a CB, a cornerback, for when Leon Hall retires. So I thought that's not a bad idea. So I'm gonna look at the late second rounders. Kevin White out of TCU. We're gonna take a look at this guy. Let's see what he brings to the table. First of all, I gotta see your man coverage A. Okay, so that's pretty good. Your press B. Okay. Zone coverage B. Play recognition B. Okay. Pursuit A. Okay. What's your hit power? F. Okay. I mean, a lot of corners aren't big hitters. Okay, so let's just go far and see your man coverage all the way. 92. Wow. Okay, that's really good. And I like to do press, so he has good press. I'm not gonna do that one. His pursuit is good. How's your tackling? C. Okay. I mean, you're a good coverer, but you're not that good of a tackler. Let's see your scheme. Base 4-3. That's what I run. I like the 4-3. We definitely have some good linebackers for that. So, looking like this guy may be the one I want to go after. Let's look at the zone coverage. 84, not bad. Your press, 82. Okay, so Kevin White out of TCU seems like he could be a guy I want to go after as a cornerback. And you guys know we've had success drafting QBs. We drafted Leon Hall. He's turned out very well. We drafted Jonathan Joseph. Look where he's at right now. He's playing very well for the Texans. We also drafted J. Kirkpatrick, who's playing decent, has potential. So this defensive staff is really good at molding some defensive backs. So let's go ahead and advance the week. Let's see what our players said as we get set to face. You guys are going to see in a second. But like I said, I'm really excited for the off season. I can't wait for this to come. This third season may be the last season due to the draft classes, but I'm thinking after this one I may start a new one. So yeah, I'll let you guys pick that. So I just want to take this time, this little break. I hope you guys have gotten this far in the video, so thank you if you have. But I just want to thank you guys for the support that you've given me on this series. I mean, from start to finish, even with the break, you guys are really supporting this series. So I really appreciate that. So I see you right off the bat. Keep negotiating for Geno Atkins. So we're not doing good. Vontez accepted it. That's really good because I overpaid him because he didn't want that much and he's been playing well. So okay, dismiss that. Your last offer was not good enough. I mean, to me, I don't even think it's worth it for Geno. I'm not gonna do this without seeing what you guys want me to do, but I want you guys to let me know. I mean, is it worth it? He's not playing that well though. I mean, I don't know. Andy Dalton, what you guys think I should do with him? Should I just wait to franchise tag him or what? Alright guys, that's going to be it. We're finally here at the almost 41 minute mark. Like I said, I hope you guys made it all the way through. I hope you guys got some really good insight and information about my owner mode from this video. That's really what I make these videos for, is to keep you guys updated with everything that goes on in the league. But I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one later. Thanks for watching.